Hey guys, it's John, ReelBlue Custom Rods, and welcome back to the channel. Today, it's been a while since I've done a weave wrap video, so I think I'm going to do a couple different weave wrap videos. And I think I'm going to use, for this one, I think I'm going to use the Greek flag, or the Greek, the Greek flag, in an effort to, for the color, for the inspiration for the colors for this one. So initially what I think I want to use is I'm going to use ProWrap Color Fast 455, which is right here. ProWrap Color Fast 807, which is a white. So we have a blue, we have the white, and then we have some Fuji size A prism, and this is 706. So kind of a blue slash pinkish green kind of hue to it. And I think this is what I want to start with. I may incorporate something else, but I think this is what I want to start with for now. So let's go ahead and get started. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to start with the, I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to start with a white color first. And then what we're going to go ahead and we've got our marks. And then I'm going to just start actually, we want to go a little bit more. One. One, two, three, bam. One, two, three. There we go. All right. And so what I like to do on that is skip 3 dots that I've got placed, right? So that is one, and we're going to call that the center one. And then I think what I want to do, so I'm going to come on with some of this prism. There we go, get that out of the, all right. Then we're just going to lay this down. On either side of this white thread. So that's that one. And then we'll come down on the other side here. All right. Okay. And then I think, again, there's no method to the madness here outside of just using, you know, again, the Greek flag, the colors of the Greek flag is kind of some inspiration. So there's no right or wrong answer here. I'm just trying to lay this white right next to it. Again, we're going to go on either side of that. Oops, sorry guys. All right, and then what I think we want to do is we're just going to button that down a little bit. Let me get that reset. We're going to come back with the burnishing tool and just pack these threads a little bit. I'm just trying to get them right centered over that red mark. This one is good. All right, actually just a little bit more. All right, and then, so that's 5 total wraps. So I think what I want to do, or 5 total thread, if you will. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to do this again with the blue, with this Prism Blue. Again, this is Fuji Prism 706. And then we're going to come down on the bottom and the top again. And I'm not applying a lot of pressure with my right hand with the spool of thread, right? I am not applying a lot of pressure here. All right, I'm going to come across on the top. All right, and then what we'll do is I'm going to put this blue prism away for a minute, because I think I'm going to be done with that one just for a little bit. I'm just going to come back in here and pack these blues that I wrapped. I know I didn't get them right next to that white thread initially. All right, so I'm going to come back with the white thread. Again, this is a 807 Color Fast, or Pro Wrap Color Fast 807. All right, and we're going to come back across the top. And then that would be nine total thread wraps. For these 2 colors. All right, let's wrap that off there. Okay, come back with the burnishing tool. And then we're just gonna pack these threads nice and lightly. Okay, and then same thing on the bottom here. All right. Okay, now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with the 455. This is Pro Wrap Color Fast. I think I'm going to come in with this color. And while I was doing this, I was thinking what I could do for the, oops, sorry. As I was doing this, the white in that Prism Blue, I was trying to think like, what could I do for the next, sorry guys, I'm just adjusting the camera. What could I do for the next wrap? And then I was thinking that I would come back and do this one. So what I want to do is I want to find one, I'm skipping 3. Yep, just like that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. All right, so now I've got this blue base set on there. And instead of just coming in with the regular Color Fast Pro Wrap white, I'm gonna come in with the metallic Pro Wrap. It's kind of a pearl white color. So this is what we're gonna come in with. And also notice, I made the first white and blue wraps going down. Now I'm coming back with the next color, right? Or the next series of wraps. So I think I just want to kind of repeat what I did with the white and blue. That kind of thought pattern behind it, I think that's the same thing I want to do here. With this blue and metallic white. Just kind of the pattern, right? All right. Not a lot of pressure on this metallic white. It's not elasticy, but it is pretty sensitive. All right. If I can get this to stay on my tape. There we go. All right. Okay. And then we're going to come back with the blue. And it's 3 wraps. So we're going to come back for number 4 and 5 here. All right, and then we'll go back down. And then come on the bottom side here. So let me know what you guys think so far, or if you have any questions. So let me know what you think so far about this wrap, or if you have any questions about this wrap or in rod building in general, and I would be happy to answer them. I do feel like I answer pretty much, 98.5% of all the questions that you guys ask me here on the channel. Oh man, I don't have enough of that over like I should. So I'm just going to come in, not a lot of pressure here, just packing the threads, and I want to do the same thing going back because I want to make sure these threads are right where I want them to be at. All right. And so that is the, let's slide this down a little bit, that will probably help. So that is the blue and the white. And then let me get this straight, guys. Okay. All right. So now we're going to come back with the, we're going to come back with the metallic white. And so that is 5. So this will be 6 and 7 when we do the top and the bottom with this white. So that's number 6. And this will be number 7. All right. That is number 7. And we're going to come back with the burnishing tool. There we go. I'm just looking. All right. Now we're going to come back with number 8 and 9. Okay. And then number 9 right here. And then we'll pause and pack the thread. Okay. And then we're going to just come back with the burnishing tool. Pack these all in. All right, and we got that all packed that way. So now I just need to decide what I want to do for the next pattern. And I think I want to do a white and blue thing. Of course, decisions. I could come in and just do like an all white thing. Oh, I got it. I know what I want to do. So we're gonna change it up here. We're gonna use the blue though. I'm gonna do a blue. And then we kind of have that. So I think maybe, I've got this blue with this other metallic blue, if you will. What if I take this off of here and because that is pretty similar. And this is ProWrap Color Fast 940 something. Oh, the numbers messed up there, but this is just a darker metallic blue, right? So there's the Prism Blue by Fuji. This is the ProWrap Blue. And I like the blue, but so I think I'm going to use this. But you know, there's a lot of white and blue in the flag, and that's what I'm really trying. I'm kind of struggling with on how I want to do it. So what I think I'm going to do is, cause I got 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so let's just go with the blue. I think that's what I'm going to do. Man, decisions. I'm telling you guys. I am telling you. Yeah, we're just going to go with this one here. So 1. There we go. All right. And then we're going to just come right back on the bottom of that. And this will be 2. This will be on the top. We'll do 3. Okay, that's 3. We're going to do 4 and 5 here. Four. And then 5. And then what we're going to do, we'll pause. So that's 5. And then what we're going to do is just, we're going to pack these threads in. All right. And now we're going to come in with number 6 on the bottom here. That's number 6. now this will be number 7. All right. And then we'll come back here for number 8. And then number 9. So number 8 on the bottom. All right. And then number 9 on top. All right, and that's number 9 on top. And then what we'll do is we're going to come back in here and just pack these threads. Again, not a lot of pressure, same thing here. Okay, so now, again, you know, the Greek flag is just a lot of red and white. It's just white, you know, 2 colors, white and red, or excuse me, white and blue. And so I'm trying to be creative. The idea here is to be creative as you want to be and trying to replicate, you know, something with just those 2 colors, a pattern. And I like the way this weave pattern works because it's really cool. All right, guys, so now that I have that blue thread down, I'm going to come back and I think I'm just going to do a complete, but I'm going to wait a second. I do want to do a complete white one where I just come back with the white thread, but I think I want to wait on that really quick. So what I do want to do is, but I do want to do something else, and I'm trying to think what that could be here, and I'm keeping it pretty narrow. So like I already did 9. I did 9 wraps for each of these previously in the previous videos, the Indian and the Canadian flag wraps. Those were probably in the 12 to 15 if I remember correctly. And then in the Mexican flag wrap, I did a couple of different diameters. And I guess I could do different diameters, but I think I wanted to kind of keep the 9 wraps to keep it symmetrical, or the 9 threads for each one to keep it symmetrical. So that being said, what the heck? I think we're just going to go back with I think we're going to go back with the white. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to go back with the white. And we'll find our sweet spot here. All right, so that's one. And then we're going to come back and do that again. So 2, All right, so that's 2. And 3. All right, so this is 3. And then we're going to come back on the top of that for 4. All right, that's 4. And then this is going to be 5. That's 5. And then what we'll do is we'll cut that thread. We'll use our burnishing tool. Again, not a lot of pressure. Just packing. All right, just like that. And then now we're going to do 6 and 7. 6 on top. All right. So 6 on top. 7 will be on the bottom here. All right. And then 8 and 9. All right. 8. And then number 9 for the bottom. Okay. And that's 9 thread wraps of the white. So we will pack these threads. Again, not a lot of pressure. There we go. All right, right there a little bit. There we go. All right, so that was 9 of those. So now we can get creative again on what we want to incorporate. And mostly white with blue on the inside of the flag, if you will. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of this metallic. Nope. First, I'm going to go with white. And we're going to go back down and we're going to make, actually I changed my mind. I am going to start with this metallic blue. And we're going to run a center bead with the metallic blue. All right. So we run that one. Down the center. And then we're going to come back with the white on either side of that. Yep, either side. I was just trying to think through something. Actually, well, I'm trying to think of what I'm doing here. Actually, this is fine. This is fine. Something a little bit different. I was thinking I wanted to do something else, but I think this will be fine with what we're doing here. Okay. Then we're going to do the same thing on the bottom side. Just like that. That's 3. All right. And then now we are going to do, we're going to cut a piece of white here. And we're going to cut a piece of this metallic blue. All right. All right, there we go. And then what we're going to do now is just twist this thread together. And I know I'm kind of off camera here. And I'm just twisting these around. All right, then we'll lock this down. Okay, and then now what we're going to do is, I'm just trying to figure out what color thread I want to come back with. I think I want to come back with another metallic blue. And I want to do one more. All right. And we're going to just take our burnishing tool and then pack these threads in. So we have 1, 2, yeah. And then so what we could do now is we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So now we're going to cut a piece of blue, metallic blue, excuse me, thread, and a piece of the white thread. And we're going to do the same thing that we did on that lower portion. This time we're just going to do it on the top piece. And again, I'm just twisting the threads right now off camera a little bit here. And I'm twisting in the same direction that I twisted the lower one in. I know it's a little bit quiet, guys. Sorry about that. I'm just wrapping or twisting this thread. Okay. And then we're going to come back with that metallic thread again on the top for 2 wraps. So that's 1. All right, and then we'll do 1 more. All right. We'll pull that tight. And we'll put this metallic thread away, I think, for right now. And then we'll come back here with our burnishing tool. And that's where kind of the magic happens. Once we burnish that in, or we pack those threads, if you will, that's where that saw blade, or if you were doing an olive branch to olive branch, what the point is as you pack those threads, that's where that artwork really kind of comes to life, and you can kind of see what you are making in there. And so I think that's a good addition to the Greek wrap, if you will, not to be confused with a hero. All right, so now we want to go in the other direction, and moving in the other direction, I think what we want to do, because I'm keeping it down to like a smaller amount of wraps on this one, if I go 3, 6, and 9, so what if we went, that's a lot of white going that way though, but if I cross here, yeah, so let's do this. Or do I just want to go, yeah, no, I want to do the white. No, I want to do the black, the blue, sorry. So let's go with the blue. This is going to be the Pro Wrap Nylon, Color Fast, Pro Wrap Color Fast. And we're going to find our mark. And we're going to come in right here. All right, so that's 1. We're going to come in on top of that for 2. Okay, so that's 2. And then we're going to do on the bottom of that for number 3. And then what I think, well, we're going to just keep this one quite simple, I think. Yeah, I think we'll keep it pretty simple. And then we're just going to come back with the Pro Wrap Color Fast white. Up on top. All right, so that's one. And then this is two. It's two. Oops, sorry guys, that's two. All right, and then we're going to come over the top for number three. All right. And then we'll come over the, or underneath the bottom on that same band, if you will. All right. And then two more wraps of the white on the bottom underneath that. All right, and one more. All right. And there we go. And so now we've got that red, or excuse me, that blue and white wraps right there. So that's 3 and 3 for 9. And we're just kind of staying with that width or with that theme. Actually, I'm thinking I could probably, no, it's about right. I know this one just got a little long. That's all right. So that's good. So now we have to decide what we want to do for the next color. And we know we want to go from left to right. All right, guys, so now that I finished that wrap, what I want to do is I think I'm going to kind of keep the same thing going, but go back in the other direction. Let's find the right spot here. Bingo, right there. Right there. All right, so we'll add one wrap there, and want to come back and do one on the top and bottom of that. So here's the top one. All right. And we'll come back to the bottom one. All right. All right, and we're going to stop with the white. And then I think what we're going to do is I'm going to come back with the blue on the top. This is just a regular Color Fast blue. I'm going to go 3 of those at the top. All right, that's one. This is 2. This is 2. And then this is 3. And then what I think we'll do, we'll just pack the threads after we do this third blue one here. All right. So we'll just come back here. Burnishing tool, lightly pack the threads. And then again, go back with against the white here. And then I could come back down with the blue, or I could come in with the metallic. And I think I want to try the metallic here on the bottom. So it's kind of changing up. I mean, it's still a blue, but it's a different blue. So you guys will see what I'm saying here in a second. What I don't want the blue to do is match this one here. I mean, it could, but I feel like if I had something other than that same kind of blue thread there, it'll help. It won't look the same, if you will. I don't want a big glob of blue, I guess, of that same color blue in one spot. That's why I'm thinking doing 3 wraps with this metallic blue will look pretty good and be a contrast, you know, next to that other blue. All right. Then one more. There we go. All right, pull that tight. And we will put this blue thread away for a second, and we're just going to come back in here and just pack the threads. All right, there we go. So that's what we're looking at so far. And now we want to come up with something to go back down in this final spot. And I think I want to use the metallic thread, and I think what I want to do is replicate this wrap here, but reverse it, right? And just looking at it and trying to remember what I did, and I do remember. So I think what we want to do is we're going to start with a piece of metallic blue. No, I stand corrected. We are going to start with a piece of white thread. And I'm almost wondering if I should do it, but not in metallic blue. I'm wondering if I should come back in here with this one. And I think I want to, but what I'm thinking about doing, or is just using regular blue but metallic white instead of the metallic blue like that one there. And so that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. So we're going to come back in here with the metallic white. And again, this metallic white is kind of elastic almost a little bit, it seems. All right, so we're going to come down in here. All right, so we go on there on one wrap with the metallic white. And then I think I'm going to try to use this prism here again, because I've only used this once, so I think it'll be good to come in here and use it a second time. And it might be a little light, but we're going to try this because I think it'll come out all right. I just think it might be a little light. And then we're going to come back on the top of that white thread, that white metallic thread. Okay. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece of that prism blue. And we're going to cut a piece of that metallic white. And then we're going to take these two pieces, put them together, and we're going to start on the tape here. All right, and we're going to go on the top first, but now I need to get my and we're just going to twist these up. We got a pretty good angle that we're working on here. All right. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pack that thread a little bit. All right, and then when I come back with the white, and we are going to make a couple passes. On the top here to kind of fill this in. And I'm kind of thinking I should have probably used the dark metallic blue or the color fast blue with this metallic white. Because I think this might come out a little bit light, just so you can actually really see kind of the saw blade wrap on the inside. But it may work here with these, but I just don't think you're really going to be, you're going to be able to see the metallic, that's for sure. I just don't think you're going to be able to see, here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I just don't think that we're really going to be able to see the saw blade wrap like we can in here. I don't think we're really going to be able to, I don't think it's going to be as pronounced here because we're using the two metallic threads. And not that we're just using the two metallic threads, but that metallic thread and that that Fuji prism thread are light in color and closely matching, if you will. So I'm just trying to. So it's you can kind of see it in there, especially if I zoom in. If I zoom in, you can see that upper part of that saw blade wrap in there. But it's a little difficult to see with those two light threads. So we want to repeat the same step again with the twisting of the prism thread and the metallic white thread. And then we'll come back, of course, and then lay in the last two pieces of that prism or of that white threads. So we got that started. We go back to our spot here. And then we can start twisting the thread. All right, then we just keep rotating and spinning our thread. All right. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back in with the metallic white again. We're going to come on the bottom of that for 2 wraps. And then 1 more. Okay, so now we're just going to pack these threads. And this white metallic thread is very movable, because it told you it's kind of like elastic, but it's not. There we go. And then that is it right there. And I'm going to grab a little bit of tape here. I just want to hold these down. Yeah, and that's it. So that is what I'm going to call a Greek braid wrap, or I mean, it's just a a blue and white braid wrap or weave wrap. But I like using the different national flags to give some inspiration on creating some of these. So that's how I'm giving this one, kind of naming it kind of the Greek braid wrap, if you will. But you can, as long as you're using the colors, you can do, as long as you're using the blue and white in this case, or any colors that you really prefer. Really, it's just about going back and braiding them. And I'm telling you, whatever thread count you use on your very first wraps going down, if it's 9, 12, 15, whatever it is, I would continue that all the way through. I believe in doing these weave or braid wraps, if you keep everything symmetrical, meaning every set of threads the same number of threads, I think it has a better overall look to it, and just kind of a symmetrical pattern, and it just looks great. So yeah, I hope this helps. I hope you guys found the video useful. Please feel free to share the video with anybody you think that might find the video useful. And if you got some value out of the video and you haven't done it already, please hit the like button. Help the algorithm get this video out to other people like you that are interested in this type of content. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the channel. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And please feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications. That way you're notified every time I release a video, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Again, if you guys got any questions, leave them down in the chat down below. I will make sure I come down in the comments block and answer those as you guys leave them. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, man. Until next time, take care, guys. Bye.